Hello everybody, it's Director H back for another video, and in today's video, it's not going to be as much of a ship guide as it's just going to be a PSA. I'll say it's going to be a PSA. So today's video and today's PSA is going to be about buying ships in Star Citizen and what you want to do when you're either buying ships or not buying ships, or if you're trying to decide whether or not to buy ships. So myself, I have bought a bunch of spaceships, I've bought a bunch of stuff in Star Citizen because it is my dream game. As I've probably conveyed in the videos I've made, it is my dream game. But for anybody who is skeptical or who doesn't know if they want to really play Star Citizen or not, if they're not sure, if they don't want to spend money, I'm going to show off. I know I've done videos on each of these ship model before, but I'm going to show off the Mustang Alpha, which is on the right side of the screen right now, and the Aurora LX, which is the deluxe version of the Aurora. I've got that currently just because I was wanting to walk around that and do some testing, so I decided, well, I've got both of these in my hangar, I'm gonna do this video. So to start off, these are both about $25-30 ships. I think the LX is a little bit more expensive than the Alpha, but the long story short is they're both relatively cheap ships. They're the ships you would buy in with. So I'm going to start off by going over to the Mustang. The Mustang itself, personally, in my opinion, looks better than the Aurora. I like how it looks, I like how it feels, but they are both understocked in the weapons category. The Mustang only has, I don't even know, it has stock 2 size 1 guns. So it's not a fighter. Neither of these ships are really, I'm going to use air quotes here, fighters, but they will get the jobs done. The advantage of the Mustang Alpha is it has back here space for a carry-all box, which would, in turn, allow you to carry more cargo, or cargo at all. Because the Mustang is a cockpit and or ladder. Ladder works kind of like an elevator, but so this would be one of your 2 starting options. And in my opinion, it is the better starting option. But other people hold different opinions. And also, the Mustang package is the same price as the Aurora package, but it is worth $5 more. So that's another reason why I would always go with the Mustang package. Because the Aurora package, if you're going to upgrade from it, you'll end up always spending $5 more than somebody who bought the Mustang package. So to kind of show off the ship and go inside, press the button here. So nothing too crazy to get in. But nothing too crazy inside, as you guys will see. Yeah, you've just got you have your cockpit, you have the covers over systems, nothing else that's really obstructive or anything. So if I go and jump into the cockpit here, blue bubble, you'll see that the Mustang has very, very good viewing angle. You can see around basically everything, except for this little console in front of you, which is actually incredible when it comes to your ability to see around in a ship. The Mustang is almost unrivaled in that, because if I didn't have the heads-up display in front of me, it would look like I was flying a motorcycle. You could forget that you were actually, because of how well put together the canopy and the rest of the ship. So this is one of your $45 pay-ins. If I can out of it. Oh. Looks like it's not going to let me out easily, so I'm going to have to struggle my way out. That's another issue with the Mustang, is it's so cramped. That's part of the reason why I don't like it, is it's very, very small and I prefer ships. Now right now you need a fighter, so that's why I own a fighter, but you will get farther with basically you'll get farther with whatever ship you want to get if you can get out of it. But if you do your research, you'll be able to get, you'll be able to know. So, suggestion, go with the Mustang first. But On the flip side, if you didn't want the Mustang, I will show you the Aurora. So this is the Aurora LM, as I said before. It comes with, currently it has a size 1 gun there, a size 1 there, and this is the stock model. Or not the stock model, deluxe model. Which means there's a couple of things that are different in it, and I will outline them in a second. First things first, the missile pod or the missile rack up there won't be there on standard normal model. That will be there only on certain upgraded extra models. Not too ridiculous, and it's not too much of a price increase when you get a model that has that. I would suggest it. Actually, just probably the CL, or the LN, I believe it is, the Legionnaire. The Legionnaire comes with bigger missile plant, bigger weapons down on struts for firing, and up on the wings it comes. But the staple of the Aurora line, and this is, in my opinion, why you would buy an Aurora over a Mustang, is back here. So that there that you can see, that's a storage box that is actually not a storage box. The storage box comes in right here. You can lock a storage box right where I'm sitting, and it will come with a bunch of cargo. You can put a bunch of cargo in there, and the Aurora is really good at carrying that cargo. Whereas the Mustang storage system is a little bit more flimsy, but the Mustang at the same time is not meant to be a micro. So the Aurora is kind of the pinnacle of RSI's small ship development, and this is currently the model before it goes to rework. It will be reworked for 3.0, I believe, and we are in 2.63, which means we are one update away from having this Aurora be new. But I will show you guys the old one. So if you come in here, very, very small, you'll notice it's very cramped. If I hit enter ship here, it should put me into the cockpit. Never mind, it won't. Part of the issue with the old item system that they're intending on fixing with the new one is things like enter ship. Like, I could look at this bed, it'll say enter ship, but it wasn't actually. So while I'm climbing into this bed by mistake, I will talk to you guys about what the advantage to the Aurora is over the Mustang because it has a bed. So in Star Citizen, beds are going to be important to a degree. Having a bed is going to be rather important. So with the Aurora, you'll be able to log out and use the sleeping mechanics to log out, and I believe the ship will autopilot back to a base, or you can do something with it. The Mustang will not have that feature because you don't have a bed. But the Mustang Beta will, because the Mustang Beta is a little camper van. I will get into that in another video, or I will have already gotten into it in the last. So I will link the other video for the Aurora and the Mustang down below so you guys can see my opinions. And now I will get into the cockpit and show you guys that. So here's the view you get in the Aurora. Now, the blue circle you guys see isn't normally there. It's just a bug that's in the hangar. So, something that you won't see every time you're flying your ship. I can assure you of that. So, the Aurora, in my opinion, is the lesser of the two. But it's not a bad ship. And it's not in any sense a bad ship. Neither of them will do combat very well. Neither of them is gonna hold up as well as other ships in the game right now. But when the game goes live, they will be everywhere, and they will be the best ships to start off with. And they'll be easy ships to start off with. The Mustang can carry cargo, it's fast, it looks kind of cool. You know, it'll be fun to fly. The Aurora carries a bunch of cargo. Some people find that it looks kind of cool. I don't personally like the look of it, but that's just my opinion. It's still a brilliant ship when it comes to cargo, and it has the bed. The bed is super advantageous. And then it's got this heads-up display. The canopy looks really, really looks cool, but there's also a bunch of bars and everything in your way, which is a bit annoying, but I can get around it, I can get over it, whatever. Just part of the ship aesthetic, and it's part of RSI ship aesthetic. So as I get out of the cockpit here, I'm going to do one more walk around of each of the ships, and I want to stress it again. You don't have to spend tons of money on ships. You don't have to go out, you don't have to buy every new ship, you don't have to buy every old ship. Just spend as much as you're willing to spend and as much as you want to spend. So if you only want to spend enough on an Aurora, everything can be earned in game. This Aurora, it could be your first home, doesn't have to be your last. Same with the Mustang. Mustang I can't really call a home because it's on a bed, but it'll be your first spacecraft, doesn't have to be your last. You could go from a Mustang or an Aurora, and you could have a Freelancer, you could have a Constellation, you could have a Carrack, you could have a Caterpillar, you could have a Starfarer. It's just, you won't have that now because you can't earn anything in game in the alpha stage. But once you are able to earn things in game, these ships, people will have them in their hangars because it'll be a relic back and it'll be nostalgic because it's the first ship you owned and it's the first ship you had in game. I personally have nostalgia towards my Mustang. This is the same style of Mustang I flew as my first ship after first loading up Star Citizen, and I'm all the better for it. Now I don't own one anymore because I've got so many other ships, but I guarantee you guys that I will be buying a Mustang early on in the game when I can buy ships because it's just nostalgic. It'll be cool to have a Mustang again. And back like whenever I got the Mustang, I never expected that I would have other ships. I never expected that I'd be YouTubing ships. I expected that I'd be that. And hey, it just kind of happened, and hey, it works. But that is going to be it for this video. I will be throwing more videos at you guys in the next little bit as best I can. And I want to remind you guys to check in the description for the links to the other Aurora and Mustang videos, because I have one for each of the series. And I will also throw my referral code down in the description, because if you're looking to buy one of these two ships and you don't have the game yet, use my referral code. It puts you into a draw for an Aegis Gladius, which is a $90 starter, I'm going to use air quotes again, starter fighter. It's a pretty solid ship. I personally like it. I think it's really, really sexy looking. Some people don't like it, some people do. But hey, if you don't have the game yet, use the referral code. You're going to spend $40 anyway, might as well try and earn an extra $90 worth of ship. And that's it, guys. I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.